Today I'm checking out this solar street light, and this is everything that was in the box. So you get a solar panel, a manual, the light itself, the bracket to mount it, another bracket that goes to this to put it on a pole or a post, install hardware, spare parts, and the remote. Now, one of the things I like about these type of solar street lights or solar lights is the separate panel. So on the back of this, there's not a panel. It's got its own separate panel. The cool thing about that is that you can move this or change this in the direction of the sun. It mounts to this little portion of the bracket here. So that way you're always getting the optimal sunlight. I'm going to go ahead and get this thing mounted and we're going to test it out. All right, and here is the light fully put together. The installation was pretty simple. Just follow the instructions and they're pretty good. So this is the panel. I'll turn it this way. I have it mounted here, the little wing nuts on the side. It has a hole in the bottom of this mount here where you can tuck the wires. It does show the wires on the instructions kind of hanging out. You know, you just use this to connect them. Because the wire runs inside of the pole here for this light, but you do have enough room to tuck it all in there, and that's what I wanted to do. I didn't want a line just kind of hanging out. And then here's the light itself, all mounted up. So now all I got to do is put the screws in to hold this to our pergola. That's where I'm going to install this. I'm not using the included hardware to mount it because I'm going to use lag bolts to mount this to wood. It's pretty neat. It has this little bar on the bottom here that shows you its charge state. All right, so it's a great little light right now. It's probably not really useful to be pointing the camera right at it, so I'm going to just kind of focus it down. But as you can see here, it creates a nice amount of light. Let's check out some of the functions of this remote. So of course you can turn it, on, off. That's pretty easy to do. Then you can change the brightness. So that's 100% brightness. And then that's probably about 50% dim down. So it's got those two settings. And then it's also got auto, which would be, like dusk to dawn. Then you've got 3 hours, 5 hours, and 8 hours that you can run this at, which should give you 100% brightness. And then once the time runs out, it turns off. Here's a shot of it from the back of the yard. And as you can see, it puts off a really good amount of light for such a small light. We're happy with it, and I hope this video was helpful. Thank you very much for watching. Y'all take care.